Hi, Yoav, and welcome to this week's Top 5 Security Facts. So we're going to begin in Israel, where a ransomware cyber attack targeted the Hillel Yafa Medical Center on Wednesday. And Israel's National Cyber Directorate said there remains heightened fears of other hospitals also being targeted. Authorities issued a general warning to Israeli businesses to be aware of potential attacks, as the country faces an apparent uptick in hacking attempts. With computer systems down, the hospital staff resorted to the once commonplace methods of logging patient cases with pen and paper. Heavy delays were therefore inflicted on those in need, while the hospital regularly sees hundreds of thousands of people. Health ministry officials told local news that the hackers were likely only motivated by financial gain. There was no indication of this being a security-related attack. And an Israeli border police officer was moderately wounded in a car ramming attack on Thursday in the West Bank near Kalandia security checkpoint. The driver, a 22-year-old Palestinian man from Kalkia, was arrested at the scene uninjured and taken for questioning, where police report he admitted he carried out the attack intentionally. And on August 21st, a Palestinian gunman in the Gaza Strip approached the Israeli border fence during large-scale riots and shot Sergeant Barel Shmuli of the Israeli Border Police Special Forces at point-blank range. And he succumbed to his wounds by the end of August. Since that time, it emerged that the gunman is an active member of the Islamic Jihad and has been in protective custody in the Gaza Strip to shield him from any potential Israeli reprisal. The reports today claim he is back in the open, based on calculations by Hamas that Israel wouldn't risk a targeted strike if there's calm on the border. 5 people were killed and 2 injured in Norway by a man armed with a bow and arrow. Southwest of the capital of Oslo, reports say the attack happened inside a supermarket and police were finally able to overtake the assailant after a 34-minute standoff around the store. A 37-year-old Danish man has been arrested and police believe he acted alone, but are investigating whether or not it was an act of terrorism and whether other weapons may have been used in the attack. Here's more from authorities in Norway.
I want to underline that if it's terror-related, we don't know if it's a political attack that has taken place. The police will have to investigate that. We know that in many countries over a long time, attacks have been prevented by good police work, but that the issue of lone perpetrators is difficult. But we need to know more to find out if this is one of these situations.
This has been a very serious situation, and it obviously affects Kongsberg and those who live there. Not only those people living near where it happened, but the whole local community are affected by what happened. Kongsberg Council is in a state of readiness to take care of those who need it, and from information we now have, it's still only one person who has carried out these actions alone.
And Syrian media is reporting that 1 soldier was killed and 3 wounded in an alleged Israeli airstrike that hit central Syria on Thursday. The reports went on to claim that missiles were fired from the direction of a U.S. military outpost on the border between Syria, Jordan, and Iraq, and that air defenses went into action, but damage was inflicted on what they referred to as a communication tower. It marks the 2nd alleged Israeli strike in Syria in the last week, with 6 soldiers wounded in a similar incident Friday night. Israel made no comment on either reports. That's it for this week, but stay tuned for all the top security news from around the world.